Hi, I'm going to share some more one date wonders today. Oh, did I get it? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so one time I went out with this guy from OkCupid because that's usually how I meet people. Because it's really hard to meet people when you don't date your coworkers and you don't really leave your apartment, and it's even harder when you don't work. So, there it is. So I went out with this guy and he asked if I smoked weed. And I told him no, I did not. And he told me he did. And I was like, okay, I don't care. I really don't, and it's just weed. And this was before I got sick, so it wasn't one of those, hey, you should smoke weed too, for your pain, because I get that a lot. And to be honest, I have tried it once, and it exacerbated my anxiety, so I'm not gonna smoke weed, but I do use the CBD oil, because that is really helpful. So yeah, I'm all about medical marijuana, and I'm using the legal stuff. Anyway, that's an aside. So, then he tries to tell me several times that I should do data entry for my job, and I'm like, I like my job. I do copywriting. And he's like, but data entry pays better. And I'm like, that's super. I really like copywriting. I'm using my degrees, and I really like my job. I'm a copywriter. Like that's what I do. And at night I'm a teacher. I like my jobs. I have no desire to do data entry. It sounds boring as all hell. Copywriting at least allows you to have a little bit of creativity. I'll admit not tons because you have certain guidelines you have to follow. But those descriptions when you buy stuff online, I wrote them for Overstock. With the team, it wasn't just me, and I loved my job. I loved Overstock. It was an awesome company. I'm sure it still is. I'm just not with it anymore. So I'm like, love my job, love my company, not going anywhere. And he's like, are you a cop? I'm like, no, I'm not a cop. And he's like, you gotta tell me if you're a cop. What is that? You do not have to tell someone if you're a cop. Like, if I were an undercover cop, I wouldn't have to tell someone, but no. And he's like, but you don't smoke weed. And I'm like, no, I don't. And he's like, and you're sure you're not a cop? No, I'm a copywriter. Starts with the same 3 letters, I suppose. No, I'm not a cop. 3 times during the course of the dinner, he asked if I was a cop. No, I'm not a cop. I just don't smoke weed. Good hell. Am I the only person you've ever met who doesn't smoke weed? Seriously? And that's what cops do. They sign up on dating sites and hope that the guys they go out with arbitrarily disclose their drug use. And it's just weed.